Welcome back to the Couch Managers podcast. I'm the chairman. I've got babies to my name. I've got Juice in the studio. I've got Jamie in the studio.
Mr. Betway.
Mr. Betway himself. So yeah, I think we should be starting with the game that was in London. I told you my city. We didn't have to do much traveling. It's my city, Baba. We didn't have to do much traveling.
It felt like Chelsea played home.
Literally. First and foremost, I do want to say we shouldn't be gassed by this victory. As a Chelsea fan, I genuinely feel like we shouldn't be gassed because West Ham were bad.
They're pathetic.
They are bad, and this is something that needs to be said. These are Europa Cup champions. You get it. What is it? Europa or Conference Cup champions. You get what I'm saying? What do you think?
The midfield is pathetic.
They're slow, man. Yeah, very slow.
For the caliber of players
they have.
It's pathetic. It's like they're sleeping.
They're all sleeping, yeah.
Because how can man like Ilio and Casado?
You see, tactically, they did it over them, man. With bringing Correa to the midfield and basically doing what every other team is doing in the league, which is overloading the midfield.
Yeah.
And all West Ham did was just stand and pick up the nearest man. And all Charles did was pass it. And literally pass in the block and forward.
I see West Ham tried that when they bring the right back into the midfield, but they did it when they didn't have the ball.
Yeah.
That's why Sancho was in so much space and Nicolas Jackson was in so much space.
And that's what they did, that's why they exploited it.
Look, I think for me, I would say the first goal from Jackson, the free kick, I just quick thinking.
It wasn't a free kick. Wasn't it?
It was a 1-2. It was a free kick first. The game stopped. So then they played from there. Then you got the ball. Then you played it. So you see, I told you guys that's Jamie. I told you about that guy, bro. I told you about that guy. You see, for me,
The keeper should be doing better. Yeah, Rio.
True. But that's a finish as well.
Yeah. Through his legs at the near post is crazy to me.
It is. That's what I'm saying.
Crazy to me.
I don't want to be
That's the
gassed.
place you can go.
And that's what I'm saying, like,
You should save it.
you should save it. Why are you going down? How did that man even go
He
down?
went down like this, man. But like, for
Jackson
Jackson to see
Jackson,
that, for Jackson to see that,
You thought he saw that?
I think it is. Give him his flowers. Give him his flowers. But he showed there. He showed his gas. He took it down the line. And he finished. He tucked it away. And then for the second goal,
The Travilas. That was a good passing back and they had exposed this time.
good, but it could have also lazy
That's what I'm saying, man. Exposed
It's
this.
good movement from him. Yeah, he took the play out.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also is the defender weak, man, my bro. How can you do that?
he's a forward man.
Paqueta sleeping was because that was a poor pass from Enzo.
No, there's no way that pass can go past Paqueta like that. That for me, that is why I think it's
That's
good.
their defensive qualities, man.
But still put the foot out.
100%.
Put the foot out.
You just running there, man.
Yeah.
You're running there in the middle. Running.
Just to be there.
Just to be the presence.
And they got caught out of that 4-3-4.
What is the starting midfield three for West Ham? Suchi didn't start.
Suchi came on early. That's Rodriguez and Paqueta. So they were playing a two. Paqueta was playing a double pivot.
Nah, you can't do that to him.
No ways, bro.
He's a free rolling
Yeah.
No ways, bro.
You know why? They want to play this expensive Emerson and Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka is not the right wing.
They were shouting at that guy. Oh, crazy.
He played the wing.
My bro,
He's not technical.
He's not technical. Don't give him the ball to his feet all the time. That man is just one pass and chop. He must be your third centre back.
Nah, literally, bro. Like they were trying to overlap and everything, but it wasn't working.
Kovacic, you can do that with Kovacic.
Yeah,
not
because he
good,
has
yeah.
those.
But the thing about Chelsea, too many players also, like quality.
Yeah, quality-wise.
What to expect from this man?
True,
Yeah, man. But the scoreline, once again, I will use this proverb again. The scoreline isn't a reflection of the game, man. Like
never easy.
it was a bad game from West Ham, and Chelsea just capitalized on the shots.
You see, one thing I will say, like, Chelsea must enjoy these wins, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were second on Saturday.
There's gonna come a time when the man is gonna face
People is
Crystal Palace already. Out of all the fixtures they
Who
play,
are they playing this weekend?
they're playing
Brighton.
Brighton. I don't think that's. You never know with Welbeck and João Pedro's.
Drogen. Chelsea.
Maar
Drogen.
hij ook.
Drogen.
Breiten is beating.
Drogen.
Breiten is beating.
Nah, seriously, Drogen. I think. What did you say?
To be honest, Chelsea agent man. Only because Brighton had a poor game.
Axel Disaster is starting. En met Thomas will take it on.
Oké, ja, ook zo.
Sancho is
Ja, maar.
Chelsea the post Disaster skills.
He lost the ball after that! He lost the ball after that! You see how it feels like that?
Maar dan lekker bas.
Just lost the ball, remember?
Nee, Assassin is last.
Maar
man.
post het mee man.
They will never post his defending clubs ever.
We zitten ook niet in.
Ever.
Ja, maar dit is niet in, bra.
But speaking about defense,
We gaan dus blockbuster op
in the group, a couple of no-nos, a couple of stalemates. I think we were relatively close to that. Let's start off in the first minute. Kai Havertz on Rodri.
Can you plan that, man? Can you plan? They need to be aggressive. They understand what it is. You see, Arsenal came into this game thinking, we're gonna try something different now. We're gonna be those guys. We're gonna be this rough and up, and
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like try and be arrogant about it, and so-called bring it to City, but
They didn't.
They didn't. Look, can we say it again that the scoreline?
Not the reflection of the game, yeah, 100%.
Not at all.
But
Not at all.
when has the Premier League ever been?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, on paper. It was so difficult to win on paper.
2 goals that shouldn't have
Good goals firstly.
Let's start by Savinho to Haaland.
Nah, that sure. Arsenal sleeping.
What I mentioned to Thomas Partey not being in that space. I will go as far as to say Gabriel and Saliba were too far apart. That you can't
Yeah.
you cannot give Haaland any space.
You must also give credit to City because their movement.
Yeah.
Talent.
Who was when Savinho took that touch inside? Who was marking? Was it Calamari?
Yeah,
it was Calamari.
But you
He
see,
should take the foul. Man.
yeah, but you see what it was. He didn't think.
Yeah, that's
if I was
his
the
next
captain
goal.
because they did a swap.
Bernardo.
So I didn't know because that's a quick pass
One
behind him,
but he-
literally.
You should pull those in there. You can't let a guy
First
like
game.
Savinho
First game.
But these man were 10 win. For how long?
for
Arsenal.
like for whole second off.
Whole second off.
City, how?
Nah,
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
I can still man behind the ball. That's crazy, man.
Come on.
We're gonna get there. You made mention to the goals.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think both goals should have stood. Firstly, the placement. According to rules, you know when they throw the ball, the ref, what does the ref
He
do?
stops the game.
Go back there.
Yeah.
If you don't do that for a free kick, it's crazy. But I'm not gonna go on because it's Premier League. Things like those do happen.
Yeah.
Play the ball, Kyle Walker.
Yeah, Kawoko switched off, man. He can't deny he switched off.
He did.
And he also didn't expect it, man. So good on Arsenal for taking initiative and doing that. And that's why I also say they came with that type of energy to the game, man. They were
Yeah.
gonna take everything they could take. Literally take anything they could take. Fouls,
A lot of bookings.
off the ball,
Is it the game
incidents.
plan Arsenal?
Yeah, very good, very good,
Because at the
very
end of the day, man, you must realize it's tough to beat City. You need to find ways. If you can't play them, you
Nou,
must
in
do
de shadows
something.
naar Arsenal.
You get
Nog
me.
in de shadows.
Zeker,
Zwakke mannen waren...
You do something. You do something.
So yeah, a lot of battles across the pitch, and then obviously
The second goal. So
second goal
You see,
also.
sorry to break you up, but from the first goal, nobody did. And I don't know who I told. I think I told Jules. Who was in the game?
Nee,
With
nee,
Liam.
nee.
Oh, Liam, sorry, Liam. I told Liam. Remember, all City's players, Haaland, Diaz, Guardiola, Bernardo Silva, all marking the front post. All Arsenal players go stand at the back. They always go stand at the back post.
Again, Carl. You see what? I don't know if you saw Carl.
Nah, I saw what he did.
He's touching.
I saw it.
And then he switched off for 2 seconds.
Yes.
That 2 seconds
Yes.
was
That's
vital.
vital.
Because
True.
what is doing? He's watching Gabriel and not watching when the corner is happening. So he doesn't know when the ball's gonna be kicked.
And then he turned his head to check.
Yes,
and
and
that's
then-
all he's already now.
Yeah.
Because if you just stand in front of Gabriel
Doing
throws
the
out.
foul.
Wow, he's
You're
doing
right,
the
you're
foul.
doing the foul.
But that's what I'm saying. Why didn't City also protect the back post? Because they literally did the exact same corner the second time that's the goal came.
And
I don't
they
get
they did it last
They
year
did it
as well.
last
And they scored.
Exactly. So I don't know who is teaching the defending of the corners here.
Yeah, because that was very amateur.
It was very
And it happened a lot of times in the game as well.
Okay, maybe you can't tell me after the first corner, the second one you're not going to defend your back post.
Yeah,
You also do the
impossible.
exact same thing.
Impossible.
It doesn't make sense to me, but because literally Alan Cruz stood in the back post and Rise there with Gabriel.
One time.
One time, bruh.
And if he bulldozes you, go foul.
And you know what they also did, well not did well, but what Arsenal did, so I saw in a TikTok reel of another podcast, the guy was saying that Arsenal last season, they impeded the goalkeeper, man, so they changed the rule. So now you can't put your hands on the goalkeeper. But
body.
now, what Martinelli does, and you see the other players, they turn their back,
And then you just stand.
and they just stand there, man. So that Edison can't jump or do anything. You get me? So, good, not I'm saying good, but that is what Arsenal came to the game with.
Game plan, nah,
Game
game
plan,
plan.
But the small things.
The small
So
things.
was that the best game of the season so far?
No,
Bro, no.
It was a bad
It was a bad game. It was a
Bad
bad
game.
game. And then Trossard getting the red card.
I deserve it. Oh man.
City. Then it went to 11 versus 10.
45 minutes to go.
Look, gentlemen, I will give credit to Arsenal.
Definitely.
They did not touch the ball since maybe the 30th minute. They did not touch the ball. City 705 passes to 208 passes. Arsenal was searching for it. But it's then again it comes to that, okay, now we need to get compact. It's that awareness they switch on. Everyone is behind the ball. You need to get it over the line and then take your time. Take your time.
And I fail to understand how Arsenal keep the fans, the coaches, the players
In the strongs.
Why do they keep thinking when they come up against it they can be arrogant and be now we're gonna win here?
Because look what happened.
Every of the past 2 seasons and this season also they've been riding on these horses thinking they ain't gonna be the ones this is the season. And the fans also this is the season. And every time they fall short. I don't understand why they don't give respect when respect is due.
Literally, they came to a training match, you know.
Bruh.
Literally. Like literally, it was literally fitness. Even with 11 men, they were searching for it.
They were searching, man, bro.
And look there, Rodrigo and Kovacic in same flow. Same flow.
That's why for me I fail to understand where the chip on their shoulder comes from, man, bro. Because they really have nothing to show.
FA Cup have another type of potion,
I
guys.
saw Bernardo Silva said,
What Liverpool?
Yeah,
Liverpool that
toe.
Liverpool is the only team that comes to them that with the purpose of winning the game.
Yeah,
Arsenal has never done that.
Never.
So I don't know why Arsenal has that mentality of
yeah.
hey, we
It's a
are
future.
the
Future.
Arsenal.
I said team.
City I think play Newcastle and then Arsenal.
Oh, yeah.
Arsenal play. I think they have an easier fixture.
City's killing Newcastle.
I think it's either Brentford or whoever now.
Arsenal play Leicester.
Yeah.
They play
It's
Leicester.
not an easy game.
Yeah, so
I think they're gonna injure
Like,
the
you
guy.
know,
They're all good
that's
by the
how
Emirates,
you know.
man, that's-
Yeah.
it's another
But
thing, you know.
the tide is turned. Just to close it off, Rodri out for the season.
Shit. Oh, I was telling Pete earlier that I don't think, or was I telling Juice? I don't think Kovacic and Gundo have the legs to do it, to fulfill it for the whole season. They might do it while the next couple of games, but you can say next couple of months. Come December, I don't think it's
Carabao, if it comes,
Gentlemen, there's a solution to all of this. It's called-
I'm also signing.
There's that. Literally, Zubomendi is unhappy. I think it's fan theory
Fan
maybe.
theory.
But he's unhappy.
But who though?
City can snatch him. They literally can. They can snatch Zubomendi one time. Or Joan Stones try it again.
try it again. Rico Lewis.
Try it again.
Pep, it's funny the man say that because every season Pep, something must happen in the season, then he changes the mind.
But it's never been Rodri. That's
Nah, it's never been Rodri.
It's a real test.
Nah, this is a real one. Nah,
It's a real test.
This is a real
The anchor, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, now, you know what? That's what I want to say. Like, every season, they give City a reason to win it again.
A storyline.
They're making them a documentary. Scary to that man is putting up posters there now in the changing room without Rodri. Or for Rodri. Yeah. Maybe I'm telling
It's
you,
gonna
man.
be another one.
This
This one that's
This is gonna be the toughest one.
That's LB.
This is gonna be the toughest.
Because they didn't make signings. Besides Firmino.
Gentlemen, if I have a rebuttal to that, I think there are enough players that can, but they won't do it the same. They won't do it the same. Now, let me start it there. They won't do it the same, but they will do enough so that the other guys around can pick up the pieces. I believe that Bernardo Silva can be dropped into that position.
That deep.
I genuinely believe that.
He did it against Arsenal.
He can do it, but he won't do it.
You won't do it consistently.
Not consistent.
That's what I'm saying, James. I'm saying they can be fillers. Because Stones can also go in there for another game, and it's not consistent. I understand it's not consistent, but you need to fill something up until you can grab a player that
You
is.
see, where he's going to count, no? Is the big games. Your games against Brentford, your games against Crystal Palace, they won't worry about Rodri. Kovacic can do the job.
Yeah.
Gundo can do the job.
Champions League, wow.
Anyone can do the job.
That game.
Champions League is where it's going to count.
Club World Cup.
Quarterfinals of FA Cup is where it's going to count.
Carabao.
Top 6 games against in the Premier League is where
Yeah,
it's
it's
going to
gonna
count.
count. Aston Villa is the Liverpool.
United is gonna come.
You get me?
United edging them.
Nah, I
I'll
also
say it now.
I also think
United
so.
edging them.
I was thinking United's beating
First of all, the City. We're beating City.
We're beating City.
I'll put my whole bank account on that fixture.
Jou beste betway hier.
We're beating City.
You know this man.
We're beating City.
You know all this man.
Clueless in the way. Amatoma. Clueless in the way.
Don't start.
We see you in that game, man. United vs City.
Don't start, please.
Cut it now.
That's November.
You think so?
No.
Let's see.
December.
Are you guys really saying that?
It's the 7th of December.
They said this Ballon d'Or winners out, bro. Out for the
14.
season.
14.
You were close.
I'm awake, man.
Wow.
14 December, watching that on the other club thing.
Oh.
One time. One time.
Baba.
Big screen.
Yeah, but yeah, it was an underwhelming game, if I'm being honest.
You see, they had the making of a classic game.
Yeah.
A goal so early.
Yeah.
We're not watching it, Clifton. We're going to Shanton live with Buster out.
I like that.
He's coming up past the By the way, Rodri, out for City.
Get well soon.
Get well soon. And yeah, we'll be back next week to do the business. And if they back,
We back. And if we back,
choose.
Appreciate you, yeah.
So, game week 3, if they back, we back.
and if we back,
Choose.
Welcome back.
Shades on.
Welcome back, Choose.
Thank you.
Last time we saw you, you were South African, now you're Brazilian.
Sacramento.
Football.
So, universal gentlemen, I'm happy that we are back at Alfredo Di Stefano training center.
Shout out, happy birthday.
Shout out, happy birthday, happy debut.
71 years ago.
71 years
You
ago.
and Hendrik were passing together.
Yeah. And I think that is the perfect segue to lead into Madrid versus Espanyol.
Yeah.
What is saying midway?
Betway was
Mr. Betoy.
Mr. Betway. Mbappe saves me. Hendrik saves me.
Hendrik actually saves you.
Shout out Hendrik. Gave the penalty to Mbappe. I just want to talk about Mbappe.
Go on.
Mbappe wasted a couple of chances. So not a couple, like quite a few chances.
he did.
Not happy from my side. What do you have to say about Mbappe's performance?
Mbappe is tricky now. I don't know. I'm confused about Mbappe at the moment.
Die man just find his groove, man. Man's find his groove.
Yo, that man's a World Cup winner.
You see, look in PSG, easy man. You know the keepers, you know the
Yeah,
goals.
he's used to it.
You get me? Easy to close the eyes and put the ball away. Study on the power, different
Jongens,
place.
Mbappe jongens.
Okay, since
But are you saying
We see it should be.
it's too early to say that he's gonna fail at Madrid?
Nee,
You say don't speak more on the man.
Yeah, give that, but you get the people that saying, nah, Mbappe is last.
Nah, he's not.
It's too early to say that. It's
Now,
too early to say
James,
that.
let me just say something. This is also what you must also not forget, is that players do need a grace period.
Yeah.
They do, especially if you're new to a league.
Okay, nah, wait.
No, Mbappe is an exception.
She are big different, man, because these big money signings. Okay, was not the fact that it was a big money signing. It was a big status signing.
Yeah.
Because it's Mbappe, World Cup winner. The transfer was supposed to happen long ago. Show up, man.
Yeah, and
You must
like
show
you
up.
say, he doesn't have that weight on his shoulders of big price tag.
He's
Because he was free, he was a free
Exactly.
man.
Maybe the pressure. I don't know if the pressure is getting
Getting to him.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
easy.
Mbappe, come on.
He's still top goal scorer for Madrid.
Pins.
5 goals.
Pins-ish.
Pins mostly, but
Yeah, but he's on the score.
Gentlemen, like we saw also as well. It's like the chances always hitting the keeper made saves as well. Like
But straight, man.
look back,
Yeah,
fierce, but things like that, he's still there for those chances. We can't neglect that.
And 1-1 before Vinicius came on.
That is now you see now Vinicius again, huh? That man. That man, like Mbappe, firstly, he knows the league, he knows the field, he knows the players.
Yeah.
Easy for
That's
that man.
telling me it's his game.
It's
It's
his
his
game,
game.
man.
Was it the... why do you think Carlo benched that man? Was it just because...
I also think race.
Rotation, yeah.
Rotation.
Yeah.
That's also a quality player.
Sinjay,
That's a quality
He's
player.
been wanting to give Arda minutes. And Vinicius, because he knows the council.
Yeah.
It's not that
But
he
definitely a game changer.
I make 100%.
That's always been a game changer.
Someone...
He's crazy, man.
I think Limbo, shout out Limbo. He said Madrid were playing better or more fluently
when
Vinicius was off.
yeah.
But I think Vinicius came on and changed the game completely. Bad goal, bad
What Limbo is saying is that's passing patterns, and I think maybe more chance created then. You see, when you play with Vinicius, you can allow him to have
Like you can do
you
it.
can allow him to do whatever you want to do with the ball.
I think Limbo was happy because Limbo liked Rodrigo more. He was happy to see Rodrigo. I know Limbo will agree with me on that one.
Game though, like
This is play.
Vinicius is a player, yeah. But you see, it's quite to have a man like that, man.
Yeah.
So where they start, where they come off the bench, something.
yeah.
It's Madrid, yeah.
That's Madrid for you.
Quality everywhere.
I mean, 31 shots, 14 on target.
Four goals. All 3 of them got on the score
score sheet.
Yeah.
Vini, Rodrigo,
And
and
Mbappe.
Mbappe.
But that's, you see, that's what they're aiming for every game. They're aiming for that. For
It reminds me of BBC.
You get me? Pause. Get me?
The thing about Madrid, the thing about Madrid, they probably want to win the game at the end.
The show, like
It's tight, and then at the end they want to show.
They want to see how long the team can last.
But it is more about like the game plan and how they play. Because maybe they're still getting chances. But so when it comes to the end of the game, it's like, oh, so okay, now we must actually score now. Then Carlo, pa, Vinicius, pa, Vasquez, pa, somebody on.
I like this though because it's taking away attention from the Jude haters.
Yeah, it's giving everyone a chance.
Because no one's talking about Jude anymore. And I like that. Jude is just playing his game.
Yeah, he's
Watch his YouTube, guys.
And then-
Watch his YouTube.
So I have a question, right? In regards to the penalty shot, I want to start with you, Juice. That penalty was overboard in a way.
How you mean?
Like there was no reason for that like to carry himself and then fall over like that, man. Like
Look, yeah. He won the ball now. Beat that man. That man is holding him.
I get
Tell the penalty spot. So Indrik was smart enough to
get away.
Then he got to the box.
That's what I'm trying to get.
The defender was
That man is out.
What? That's what I'm
Why is
trying
they
to
keeping it man for so long?
And he used Dom also.
You're dumb,
He used Dom.
Oh, but any player would do that. Actually, I'm lying. They would fall on the first one, and that's what I realized by Indy. Ja, met die stroom
Is.
Maar
Wait,
Stroll
also
was
just
Stroll.
as well.
He went to the box and then.
Anywhere on the field, get the ball there. But they went up him.
And
right side.
Brazilian.
We were celebrating extra hard for that.
Ja, big boy.
Sponsor us. I'm already sponsored.
Crazy.
I won three games this week, 3 slips this weekend. 5 games.
I was a one from this guy. 5 slips from this guy. So
all
winning.
Yeah, but yeah, since Madrid handling their business well, they on the lockdown, just on the final.
Behind Barca.
Alright,
Was a 16-6.
let's not go into that. Let's go into the real good. Because we need to actually make sense of this. Last week what was the score? What was the score last week? 3-0 United.
We lost.
You won?
Last week United won.
What was the
Oh, Southampton, we won.
7, you scored 7 in the week.
7 in the week.
You scored 7 in the week.
They beat that man.
You scored 7 in the week. To draw no.
On the weekend.
On the weekend.
But it's
it
very
counts.
underwhelming to me.
I don't
Because
understand.
we played nice
Oh, yeah.
football. It's
So
the
we
first
find
time I
it.
see
Created all the team.
United play like with confidence like this. But hey,
It's over better than 7-0, man.
that 2 wingers need to. They need to grow up, man. They must score.
I feel like Henderson also showed up also.
Yeah.
Keep what we more.
Let's finish it. Nah, we can't keep
And I think it was Canacho's first start, no? In the Prem.
Do you know why they say Gunacho's thing? You only know one finish. He won the
what?
Goal, yeah.
Go near
Open,
post.
open.
Go near post.
Instead. Nah, he must come
But it's
back.
at least by the time they started him. I was hoping for that.
You see,
Start him.
it was a funny one for me
Because
because
of Rashford.
Rashford, yeah. Like, as much as Rashford has been piss poor, the confidence he gained from scoring in the Carabao,
You should start him.
he should start.
Yeah.
I don't think Ahmad should have started that game.
You see, give him a, you see, is that left wing, man? Because I feel like he would be ineffective on the right if Rashford didn't play.
Gunacho must go to the right.
Him also ineffective,
Nah, not. Look at last season. How he did last season.
Yeah. Xerxes.
But Zerk's not the target man.
But he gets into that. I don't know if you noticed that Xerxes goes.
His timings.
He runs near post and he switches to far
Yeah.
post.
Yeah.
That just had to cross the adapted
Then he
like
pushes it out.
Yeah.
Then
But
he puts
it's-
his foot out.
But is the man gonna cross though?
It's happened. It's just Xerxes doesn't score.
True, yeah, true. But from what side, man? Because I'm saying Ganache.
From the right.
That's not gonna cross from the right.
It does.
And Ahmad is a left footer, he's playing on the right.
You see what I'm saying?
But I mean, he played a very
Yeah,
cute
Grand
and
Ahmad.
brilliant ball to
He
Garnacho.
just didn't get chances as the
Yeah, I would say
the whole
so.
thing.
That's always that with the United. Don't take chances, bro. The rule, the message is I'm the nigga the other spot.
Yeah, he almost killed us.
Bruh,
He should have killed us, yeah.
So what are you guys saying? Was it a good game from United and a good game from Palace? Or was it...
I was just.
So frustrating.
It's nice to see
Yeah.
United play with confidence, but it's still frustrating.
Yeah.
Do not get the result.
Be punishing these man.
Because United will play first four, but they will win 3-1.
We should have lost that game also.
You
Should
see
have
what
lost
I'm
this
saying?
game, you know.
It's still
It's the same old United.
It's a big improvement from 4-0. We lost 4-0 to Palace last season.
Huh? Oh yeah, what you say?
Yeah. But I mean, since like that's not a disrespecting to Palace, but
It's not disrespecting
United. That's what it is. Like I'm maybe I'm not doing Palace justice by speaking this way, but I won't lie. The talent that you guys have, I would have expected you guys to at least 1-0.
But to be honest, Crystal Palace is not a bad team.
But they
at the
really not.
moment, like,
They
they,
really
have,
not.
they have a good plethora of players.
I was at man, the right back, the centre back from
Lacroix. Yeah, nah, he was putting in a shift also. I see that man like that. Tariq was also putting in a shift. That man's cut back for finding is a whole guy.
Skipper.
And who else?
Ismail Assar was playing.
Yeah.
Ismail Assar.
Ismail Assar was playing well.
And then was Mateta. He was supposed to score. Onana.
But I think the keepers. I think let's give the keepers their shout. I think they both stood out in this game for me personally.
Coming forward to the weekend, what do you think, man? We're playing Spurs. They have above us, same points.
Nah,
Both teams will win.
Spurs don't play that
As they was Spurs, no?
attractive football. No, we play
Old
home.
Trafford.
Playing home. I think we'll come out with the result.
You think so?
What is the result?
3 points.
No.
It will be a close one.
Big boy.
It will be a close one. United's defense just injured for me. Our defense is
keeping
good.
them out. No?
Yeah, keeping them out.
Because I also think Tottenham, they're gonna go toe to toe, man. They're not a team.
Yeah,
They're not gonna sit back. So I think they're
United shouldn't start Eriksen for me. It should be Ugarte and Kobe.
Ugarte must be the national start.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Juice?
Yeah, I don't know. It's unpredictable game, man. I don't know United, but I'm gonna say both teams to score.
Hey, big boy.
I'm gonna say
Both
both
teams
teams.
to score.
I'm
man.
of United win draw and
Yeah.
over 1.5 goals.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
I get one. I get one.
Yeah,
Chamberlain, nice.
we will reconvene next week for match week 4. Like we say, if they
Come
back,
on.
We back.
We-
Oh, I like it. I like it.
We're gonna switch out, man.
This is a nice